Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another awesome tarot reading, and let's see here what we have for you guys, Sagittarius. And yes, who we got, and we're going to start with the astrology cards today. Yes, we are. Let's see what we have. And we have the trine. Okay, cool. So they're saying here, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So a trine is about things that are easier, right? It can talk about your innate abilities, your natural abilities, helping you to achieve your full purpose, right? Or your full potential. So a trine is when we have a mathematical configuration on the zodiac wheel, right? Everybody has them in their chart. We have trines that are also showing up for the collective, right, on the wheel for humanity, right, the world at large, and it's 120 degrees. So we see the math here. That is, they say trigonometry here, and geometry as well, but especially the trigonometry. But getting back to this 120 degrees. We see here, it looks like it's 4 o'clock, right? But this is, here we can say whatever this trine is in, it's between two signs that are of the same element. So this is why this is supportive, right? We could have Taurus with Virgo. So this is very supportive when we see elements that are of the earth, right? We can say of the earth element. So we don't know if this is an earth trine, basically, a water trine. We don't know that, but there is a trine. There's something very supportive. Let's get another card for Sagittarius. And we have Pisces. Look at that. Intimacy, intuition, and compassion. Yes, Pisces are always seeking to merge. There's two fish here. They are seeking to merge with another. Their intuition is high when they want. Everything is if you want it, right? If you choose it, right? In other words, they are gifted with this if they want to use it. We have compassion. Yes, Pisces is the 12th house, and part of the description of Pisces, or the embodiment, is compassion. So, you know, somebody may want to support you in a relationship, or a relationship is supported by the divine. It could be, right? Because of this intimacy here. And let's get one more card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and anybody who resonates, because these are for the collective. We have the 7th house. That is about relationships, right? This is Libra rules the 7th house. Traditionally, it was called the 7th house of marriage, and you know, now it is called the 7th house of partnerships. So we see here the two doves, and they're together, they're happy, and they are facing each other. I feel like doves are probably one of the animals that mate for life. I know swans are, and wolves are, yeah. And so, you know, we have profound relationships, intimacy again, and romantic partnerships. So there's a relationship coming up for you. Maybe this is the one that you are in, possibly. This could be about you're going to meet somebody new, and you're going to feel lucky. And, you know, Sagittarius right now, Jupiter is in your... it's in Gemini, but Gemini is your 7th house. Yeah, Gemini is so that is Jupiter in your house of relationships is good luck. It's expansion. But you have to believe in the relationship, because Jupiter, which rules the 9th house, is about relationships, but not relationships. It's about good luck and expansion, but it's about philosophy and what you believe in, right? Your higher purpose, higher realms, philosophy, and spirituality. So it's about what you believe in, right? Your beliefs. And yeah, you're going to have to believe in this, Sagittarius. Believe in something. And maybe somebody believes in you here, right? Yeah, very cool. And we have the armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. Okay, so when we see these cards, it's kind of like when somebody talks to you, and they say, well, this is going to have to happen or something, right? You know, about anything. Could be about whatever. And so it doesn't have to be about love. But my point about it is that they are implying that it didn't happen the last time around, or, right, or so far it hasn't happened. So maybe there was no healthy boundaries. The armadillo, he wants to protect, right? Yeah, he says, I don't care how I look. I got my little shell going on. So yeah, set healthy boundaries. And yeah, like I said, maybe this wasn't happening before. We have the lion spirit, be generous of spirit. Yeah, very beautiful here. And here's a lion. He has like green eyes and very cool. This is the number 10. There's some type of a completion here in this reading, like an ending. Pisces can talk about endings. It is the 12th house of endings. It is. You know, it's not only that, of course. Pisces talks about some many very interesting Pisces. Yeah, very transcendence. It can be about escape, however, right? You know, wanting to indulge sometimes too much, right? In escape, in fantasy, right? It can talk about addictions. It can. Anybody can, you know, but this is Pisces is it's very cool because it talks about transcendence as well. So let's see what else we have in this reading, Sagittarius, for you guys. And yeah, let's see what we got. Let's get these cards going over here. And yeah. All right. Let's get a couple of shuffles in. Yes, let's see what we got for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anybody with a lot of Sag in their chart. Or anybody at all who resonates with the reading. That's how it is. If you'd like your own psychic reading, you can sure get one. It's a fun experience. Do them over a video call usually. We can do it on the phone if you would like. Right? Phone call. Or, you know, so they're very empowering because of the insight that you receive. Could be about your own stuff. Could be about somebody else. But they're very personal and they're very fun. Let's see what we have here. We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I'm a Silva grad too. I have to say that because that's where you learn it. Or that's where you hone it, right? Because I've always been intuitive and psychic since I was little. So let's see what we have here for Sagittarius. The Emperor, the Death card. We have the Eight of Cups. 10 of Cups reversed, 7 of Cups reversed, 7 of Swords reversed, rather, the Hierophant. So right now we're looking at something serious in this reading, Sagittarius. The Hierophant is, all these majors are serious cards, sometimes seriously wonderful, but they're really about wisdom for the most part, right? So we have the Emperor, the Death card, and the Hierophant. Well, death always brings some type of understanding. Death, I don't really usually mean death of this lifetime. Transformation here, death to a situation in your life means a new way of doing something, right? That's what death is about, right? So the Death card sits over the Hierophant, and so there's something new here with this transformation. And the Emperor is somebody who wants to set the tone for this change, right? He wants to do that because he's in charge of his emperor, of his empire, not of his emperor. He's in charge of his empire, right? And so he wants to take control, right? And he wants to provide stability and order because he is the number 4, and that's what he is doing from his throne here, right? He is doing that. He is seeking stability. Right? The 4s are all about stability. If you have a number 4 as your life path, this is a very good card. Yeah. If you have a card that's a little challenging, that's a very good card because you will learn so much. You're like, they're all good cards, right? Yeah. Right? I have one of those. Yeah, one of those challenging ones, right? That's okay because transformation is always great, right? And purification, yeah, which is, purification reminds me of kind of instead of it's a transformation, it's an awakening, but instead of, using a mild, natural product to clean something, you're using some major, harsh, toxic chemical to clean something. That's purification, right? And you're feeling the side effects, basically, right? You're going, God, my eyes are burning, and I better not touch that, right? Yeah. So, all right, let's get back to this. So we have the Hierophant here and the Moon. Look at that, and the World card. So there's 5 major arcanas here. 50, half of this reading is is major arcana. So we know it's a major reading. I feel like you have some type of relationship coming, Sagittarius. I'm not sure if it is new or somebody from the past. For some of you guys, it's either, right? Maybe it's both even, but the Hierophant is in your environment. So the Hierophant can be, it's a few things, right? Of course, but the keys are here and they're paying him homage. They are. He is the source of, in the deck, right? Or, as an archetype. Yeah, these are all, everything's based on, the major arcanas are based on archetypes, right? Doesn't mean that everything, we have to go 100% by it, but it's kind of a general description, really. And so the Hierophant can talk about knowledge because he has the keys, right? He has the keys to, they say, eternal wisdom, right? So, it doesn't mean you have to believe in the Pope. No, I'm not, right? No. But, it's the number 5, which is highly interesting because 5s are challenges, right? So somebody could have learned something through a challenge here, right? 5s are also, they can be seen as endings, right? Chapters, closing, and things like that. But this is about knowledge because of the keys, and they are paying him homage because they think that he knows, he has so much wisdom, and so they have to listen to him. But this is somebody learned a lesson here, and now they have faith in something because this is about faith too. They believe in him, they have faith in him, right? And so let me straighten this camera out for you guys, please. So yeah, they have faith in him. So somebody has faith in you. They could have learned some hard lessons here, Sagittarius, right? Maybe you have learned some hard lessons. Most everybody learns hard lessons in their life. Yeah, as I said, right? Right. Unless you have a really easy life path, and some people do, but most of us don't. I would say most of us don't, right? So that's why they sing that song, "Cry Me a River." No, I'm just teasing, right? Right? But "Cry Me a River" is about something. It's romantic, right? It is definitely romantic, right? And but the moon is here too, and the moon is about fear in this reading. It's about fear. It's about a little bit of confusion, but it is fear. We start the reading here with the 7 of Wands, so you're afraid of something, or somebody is afraid they're not going to have an intimate relationship with you, right? This could be somebody this is a trip. This might be somebody you don't know, who could be a past life partner, or who's coming out of a relationship and, maybe they are afraid they're not going to have one. It could be like that. That's how these readings are. It can be a friend or somebody that, you haven't been romantic with who really secretly wants a relationship with you. Because there could be definitely secrets in this reading. And, we don't need the High Priestess but the moon can talk about secrets right here. So, you're exactly right. And interestingly enough, the Death card is the number 13, which is a 4. So something has to end in order to create stability in somebody's life. Yeah, right? We must use numerology, right? The same way that astrology uses it. Yeah, astrology definitely uses numerology, trigonometry, and amongst other things, psychology. Of course, it is the psychology of the stars, right? Of the heavens. It's what it is. Of the transits, really. And so the changing of the planets, the changing movement, right? So here we have the overall energy is the 7 of Wands. This means that somebody is very overwhelmed here, and they are most likely somebody who is generous or who plans on being generous. This could be somebody you run into, Sagittarius, that you just meet them and they come out of some major purification where they have learned so much in their last relationship that you're meeting them right in time for them to be like they're a soulmate, like they're supposed to meet you, and now they're going to be so good and kind to you because what they have learned. So I feel like this is about fate and destiny in a way. It's either that this is somebody who's already a soulmate, or you're going to meet somebody and you're meant to meet them. We're meant to meet everybody in our lives. There's no coincidences. And there's nothing random either. Everything is in divine order and in divine timing. Yeah. And so, and we know that too, by the nature of the earth itself, right? The trees know when to bloom, or the flowers know when to bloom, right? And they know, the earth knows, and the universe knows when to, the seasons change. They know the proper time for this, right? And everything is natural. The proper time for a baby to be born is 9 months, right? I mean, it's okay if it's a little shorter, but you guys get the drift, right? Everything is pre-planned and in divine order. So somebody here, though, is overwhelmed. The emperor is what they want. They want security in their life, and it's in the challenge. They had to change big time with the death card, or there's a physical ending going on. There could be a physical ending. There's not a lot of physical cards here, but there still could be. And what I mean by that is there are no pentacles in this particular reading, right? The Eight of Cups can be a physical walking away. That's what he's doing here. He's definitely walking away. He's doing it because he is unfulfilled, right? Yeah, and he said, I need wine in those cups, and there's nothing in them, right? Yeah, something like that, right? And, right, wine rhymes with divine, right? Let me get my divine wine today, right? As I go to the beach, right? And so, no, I don't think I'll do that today. But here, Eight of Cups in the past, we're going to get a card on that. I want to see what it has to say. The High Priestess. All right, so, there is a secret element in this reading because the High Priestess and the Moon, and they are tandem. They're vertical, right? Maybe there's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and, we have a lot of potential people here. We have Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, and yeah, and then we have Pisces too, right? And we had Pisces over here, but there's a divine knowing in this reading, because the High Priestess is somebody who, or it's an entity or an image, or of the all-knowing, right? The Hierophant can also be the all-knowing, but it's different. It's not exactly the same, but it is about spirituality. It can be. It's, this is about what you value or what you have faith in, right? The Hierophant reminds us of faith. And no, I don't mean you have to go sit in the pews. No, I don't mean that, right? You have to go sit in the pews. And I don't really know why they called it a pew, but that's not really a nice word. I don't think it is. But, it implies that something smells bad, right? But hey, maybe it came from another word, right? I love words, right? Because they are very telling, right? The other day I learned that khaki is a borrowed word from Iran or from Persia, right? Khaki. And yeah, so that's really interesting, right? And I love khakis. I think they're very cool. They have something natural, right? It's supposed to be cotton, but these days, who knows? Who knows these days, right? Yeah, the nature of things is typically taken out, right? Yeah, the nature. And we have the Ten of Cups reversed, and this is the mindset. See, something's unhappy here. Something is, and that's the need for transformation. All right, maybe it's somebody's own behavior. That is unclear, entirely. And it's going to be different for all you guys. These are general readings, right? It can't be exact for everybody, right? Right, it just doesn't work out like that. And you can get your own reading, right, if you would like. Seven of Swords sits here, reversed. The mindset. The Seven of Swords is guilt, typically, in the reverse. It doesn't have to be, because, we're putting the puzzle together here, right? And so, yeah, this is a beautiful puzzle with 6 major arcanas, and there's 11 cards. So we have more majors here. So this Seven of Swords, there's some type of guilt, and that is bringing overwhelm here. But there's a major change where if somebody's guilty about something, they're going to move beyond that because they have totally changed, lest they can't forgive themselves, right? For whatever guilt there is. But the Eight of Cups could be the guilt, right? Got to leave something behind here. Ace of Swords is in the concern. This is a new beginning, right? It definitely is. And let's get a card with it. And we have the Ten of Swords reversed. All right. So somebody is rebuilding themselves here, or the Ten of Swords can mean I had to suffer a hard ending here of my own with the Death card. I had to suffer a difficult transformation, and I was talking about that earlier, which is known as purification. right? Yeah, but I was, using the analogy of toxic chemicals, versus something natural when you are cleaning. Trust me, it's much healthier for you. People who use heavy chemicals, in their job, it wears on your health. Yeah, it definitely does. If you are doing that for, quite a bit of time. So yeah, I'm sure you guys are aware of that. Or, the hierophants in the environment, and we're going to leave that alone. It is faith. It is faith in a transformation. The moon sits here in the hopes. This is a very spiritual reading, a very intuitive reading. The moon, the high priestess, the death card, and the hierophant. This is all about believing in change, believing in the universe. Somebody suffered. Somebody knew that the universe was telling them, you better change. You better grow up. Right? And somebody had to take a good look at what they were doing in their life. Yeah, that's why we have a little bit of guilt over here. But this is gonna go away here. Because somebody changes here for the good, healthy boundaries. The moon showing up, and this is in the hopes. There's a confusion, a little bit of fear in this reading, right? About this whole thing. And the world card reversed, we'll get a card, and we have the 9 of Wands reversed. So the world card reversed is, there's some type of cycle here. As I said, it's transformation that ends very bumpy, but smooths out somebody's life. That's how it is here, right? Yeah, somebody has to drive on, the broken road before they can get onto the smooth road. That's what this is. To kind of have a wake up, right? And here's a 9 of Wands reversed with it. This has to do with kind of like I suffered, but I'm giving up like a part of myself or something like that. I'm giving up the part of myself that's not working. I'm pretty sure what that is. Yeah, I mean, this can talk about a few things, but this is somebody who kind of gives up, and they could be giving up on something physical. They could, right? But this reading is, although it could be about something physical, it is far more psychic, or what is the right proper word here? Spiritual, intuitive, of a higher realm. Definitely it is. We see that. We see angelic support, intuition, and over here, yeah, we do. And we see also be generous of spirit. This has to do with somebody like having compassion after a major wake up. That's what that's about. So yeah, you might run into somebody, Sagittarius, who eventually tells you where they've been, and you're going to go, wow, yeah, that could happen here. But you're going to get lucky in a relationship. That's how this reading is panning out. Thanks so much for joining me. Please hit the like button, and please remember to share and subscribe. Yeah, hit the little bell in order to receive all my notifications. Thank you very much, you guys, for listening. And if you want to see the horoscope for the 12 signs, I will link that at the top of the comments. That is an astrology reading. It is based on some of the transits, and that are happening, and then the Libra new moon, which was a solar eclipse. So that's a very important new moon, right? It is, because they can last up to 6 months. All right, you guys, thank you.